Alright guys, so I wanted to start painting the background, so I'm actually going to start painting today on this figure. I have been debating what I was going to do. I think I'm going to have like a dark purplish red background and then much lighter colors for the figure, but keep it all like um, maybe like a warm-ish color scheme or an analogous color scheme with like purples, reds, yellows. My change as I actually start painting, since this is arbitrary, I'm not going to think about it too much. But I have this masked drawing on the watercolor paper. I am even going to be using this dried palette of watercolors that I have, so I'm not using the tubes since I know that most of you guys don't have the tubes either. So I'll be using something similar to what you guys are using, a little higher quality probably. And then I have a container with all of my watercolor brushes. So these are my personal brushes. I do have a lot of small brushes in here, which are really nice for detail work, but some larger brushes, which I'll probably be using. I am going to try to use a couple techniques on the background, so I think I am going to use the plastic wrap technique because I've never used it before, and just see what kind of texture that creates. And then of course I masked, and so I don't have to worry too much about my figure, hopefully. And might try a third technique on the background, like a blotting technique, but I'm going to see how the plastic wrap technique works before I decide if I'm going to blot. So I've got water in this terrible, this is my oil paint container. I usually put turpentine in here. So not ideal, but I don't feel like going downstairs and finding something else. So being a bad role model. But these watercolors are pretty small, which is slightly inconvenient. Not great for mixing. But I'm going to make it work. And then I have a piece of map board down on my desk because I don't really want to get my desk super dirty. So I'm going to start out wetting everything because I like to do a lot of wet on wet painting for backgrounds. And you can see now why I masked my figure and why I have something down on my desk. So obviously if you're doing this at like the kitchen table, please put some newspaper or something down so that your parents don't email me about y'all making a mess. So I'm going to saturate my paper quite a bit.